Shelly the rabbit was fast, very, very fast. He hopped high, he wiggled his nose, always bouncing, always boasting. "I'm the fastest," Shelly cried. Timmy the tortoise was slow, very, very slow. He carried a big brown shell. He lumbered and he plodded. But Timmy had a secret, a very sneaky secret. "A race?" Timmy asked. "How fun," Shelly laughed. "You? Against me?" Timmy just smiled. "Let's race." The whistle blew. Shelly zoomed off, her tiny legs moving faster than anyone had ever seen. The crowd of forest animals cheered, their excitement palpable. Shelly, the tortoise, was determined to win this race. Zipping past trees, a blur of white and green. She was winning, the wind rushed past her, leaves rustling in her wake. Shelly felt invincible, her heart pounding with the thrill of the race. Of course, she was winning. Timmy the rabbit took his time. He munched a carrot, savoring each bite. He believed he had all the time in the world, confident in his natural speed. He even took a nap under a mushroom, the soft ground making a perfect bed. The sun filtered through the leaves, casting a warm glow over him as he slept. "Winning is easy," he mumbled in his sleep. Meanwhile, Shelly reached a river. "Oh no!" she cried. She couldn't swim. The wide expanse of water seemed like an insurmountable obstacle. Timmy woke up and realized he had been resting for too long. He hopped his foot, getting impatient. The race wasn't over yet, and he needed to catch up. Shelly, determined not to give up, lumbered up to the river. She had to find a way across. Her mind raced as she looked around for a solution. Then she remembered the tiny, inflatable boat she had packed just in case. She pulled it out and quickly began to inflate it, her determination unwavering. With the boat ready, she paddled across, waving to Timmy, who had just arrived at the riverbank. Shelly's cleverness and preparation were paying off. The race was far from over, and the excitement was just beginning. Shelly finally crossed the river. It had been a long and arduous journey, but he was determined to keep going. The water was cold and the current strong, but Shelly's perseverance paid off. He emerged on the other side, feeling a sense of accomplishment. He hopped with all his might. Each leap was a testament to his determination. He saw Timmy ahead. "How?" Shelly gasped. It seemed impossible. Timmy was always so fast, but Shelly had hoped to catch up. The sight of Timmy so far ahead was both disheartening and motivating. Timmy was climbing a tree, not just any tree, but a towering giant that seemed to touch the sky. Shelly watched in awe as Timmy's nimble movements took him higher and higher. A very, very tall tree. The branches swayed gently in the wind and the leaves rustled softly. It was a magnificent sight, and Shelly couldn't help but feel a pang of envy at Timmy's agility. He reached the top and slid down a rainbow slide. The colors blurred together as Timmy descended, creating a beautiful, mesmerizing effect. Shelly was tired. The journey had taken its toll on him. He had hopped so much. His legs felt like lead, and his shell seemed heavier than ever. He lay down, panting. The ground was cool and comforting beneath him. "I need a rest," he whimpered. His breath came in short gasps, and his eyes drooped with exhaustion. The world around him seemed to blur as he fought to stay awake. Timmy slid down the rainbow. The vibrant colors seemed to dance around him, and his laughter echoed through the air. It was a moment of pure joy and freedom. He landed right next to Shelly. The two friends sat together, their breaths mingling in the cool air. Shelly looked at Timmy with a mixture of admiration and frustration. "Feeling tired?" he asked, chuckling. Timmy's eyes sparkled with amusement, but there was also a hint of concern. Shelly managed a weak smile, grateful for his friend's company. The finish line, and a shocking revelation. The finish line was near. The air was thick with anticipation as the crowd gathered, their eyes glued to the racers. The tension was palpable, and everyone held their breath, waiting to see who would emerge victorious. Shelly saw it and jumped up. He had to win. His heart pounded in his chest as he pushed himself harder than ever before. Every muscle in his body screamed for him to stop, but he couldn't give up now. He had to be the fastest. But Timmy was faster. The tortoise, with his steady pace, was gaining ground. Shelly couldn't believe his eyes. How could this be happening? He crossed the finish line first. The crowd erupted in cheers and applause. Timmy, the tortoise, had done the impossible. He raised his tiny arms in victory. Shelly couldn't believe it. "How did you win?" Shelly asked, confused. His mind raced with questions, trying to understand how he had been beaten. Timmy chuckled and pointed to his shell. Shelly gasped. Timmy's shell opened up. The crowd leaned in, curious to see what was inside. Inside was a tiny scooter. The crowd murmured in amazement. Shelly's eyes widened as he realized the secret to Timmy's speed, with flames painted on the side. The scooter was sleek and shiny, a true marvel of engineering. Timmy had outsmarted everyone, and his victory was now the stuff of legends. The tortoise truth revealed. "I may be slow," Timmy said with a wink, "but I'm full of surprises." Shelly just stared, his mouth wide open. Timmy put on a pair of sunglasses. He revved the scooter engine. "Catch me if you can," he shouted, speeding away. "Want to see more tortoise adventures? Check out Timmy's Celebrity Adventures on YouTube. New videos every Tuesday.